are live. What's up? What's up? Q, why don't you bring us in, my brother? It's been a minute. Why don't you bring us in?
You do such a good job, man. You,
All right, all right.
you do a great
Welcome,
job, man.
welcome, everyone. It's great to have you guys back with us. This is the Neo Soul Cypher Show, brought to you by neosoulcypher.com. We have the whole crew in the house tonight, and as we should, because we have the incomparable, the incredible Shaun Martin is going to be joining us shortly, and so we're very excited to have him. Multi-Grammy winner, platinum record winner, all that good stuff. So we're excited to have him on. But before we do that, we need to kind of reconnect and get people up to speed on a number of different things. So first and foremost, we have been off for a few weeks, and so happy New Year, basically. We are glad to be back with you, and we've got shows lined up for the next number of weeks, so you will not miss us anytime soon. We do thank you for joining us again. We thank you, Q, for joining us back again as well. And Regina, great to see you as well.
Hey,
And in
thank
this
you.
wonderful month, which is known as Black History Month, I felt it really important for us to do a little history lesson today. And so we're going to have Regina. She's going to give us a little insight on some Black music history for tonight, and I'll give you guys a little bit of insights on some non-Black music history, but some Black history nonetheless. And we'll do that and catch you up on a couple of news bits as well. Miss Regina, do your thing, girl.
Okay, of course, my favorite artist, you can see him in the back. And then you can probably see him on like right here. I don't know if you can see his face right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. There you go. So Bob Marley is actually one of my favorite artists, and the reason I like him, his messages for against oppression, for freedom, and for redemption, and that's why he is my favorite artist because it takes a special human being and a special talent to be able to bring people to a movement through music. That's how powerful music is. So my favorite of all time is Bob Marley. And actually, I was going to get his tattoo. You guys know the Uprising tattoo? I
I've,
mean, the
I've seen
Uprising
I've
album
seen that.
cover
I've seen
where
the
he's
album cover.
coming up
Yeah.
and it's his son and his locks.
Yep.
Yes. So, and the world can always use a Bob Marley, and I wish we had a Bob Marley right now to bring us all together
So
and
what
to
what are
give us
some
the
what are some
confidence to fight.
salient facts? Give us some facts about Mr. Marley.
Oh God, what do you mean from his youth? Okay, well, his
Yeah.
mom. Okay, well, he's biracial. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
I
Oh,
didn't know
That
that.
I did not know that.
yeah, his father
Yeah.
was white, and of course
Okay.
his mom is black.
Really?
Yes. So
Never
that's
knew
one of the
that.
points that make it so special that even though he preaches for, redemption for black people, he still keeps that unity message in there, saying, that we all should be together.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't really know his dad,
Okay.
and he started music as oh God, as a kid, and of course, the Wailers. I don't want to mention Peter Tosh, but oh God, maybe at another level. But Peter Tosh is so fabulous too. And so then Peter Tosh was actually one of the lead singers. But then and the reggae music, his music is a different sound if you go back and hear the history. But then
Yeah.
when it come to America,
Yeah.
they put the little rock in there and they made it, attractive to Americans. And of
Yeah.
course, rumor has it that Peter Tosh was a little too dark,
Okay.
which makes the story a little sad. Even
Right.
though we cannot
Yeah.
take away, Bob Marley's talent,
Right.
that little skin color issue, mm,
Interesting.
sort
Wow.
of, yeah.
Did
Hmm.
not did not know that.
But
Wow.
Bob Marley is still he was,
No,
and some people think of him as a
man.
prophet, actually,
No.
so,
Yeah, that brother was
yeah.
no joke.
No, it's not. No.
Wow.
Yeah, truly, truly seminal.
Hmm.
No doubt, no doubt. So I wanted to mention a couple. Thank you, Regina. That was actually a powerful message, and he's truly one of the central figures in all of music, no doubt
Absolutely.
about it. So Black History Month. So it's funny. When I was a kid, I think I learned about Black History Month, and I heard about this guy named Carter G. Woodson, and that it used to be Black History Week, and it became Black History Month, and all that good stuff. But I think well, as I understand it, it started back in 1926 by a scholar and a historian named Carter G. Woodson. And it did start out initially as a week-long celebration. However, back in 1976, it became a month-long celebration, and it was chosen. The month of February was chosen not because it's the shortest month, although a lot of people like to say that. It's because it's the birthday of both Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln, and so that is one of the things I think is important for people to understand that. That he had a vision to understand that it's really important for us to try to make special efforts to learn a little bit more about the history of Black Americans. And it's not just for Black Americans. I mean, every single American needs to understand and try to get familiar with some of these facts, because unfortunately, our educational system does not do a great job of unfortunately letting us know about some of these wonderful figures in American history, and I don't want to just say it's Black history. So with that, that is
And
our little nugget.
might I add in though, we need to
Yeah.
work for that, because you guys know I'm a middle school teacher, and that is an issue,
Yep.
because when in our curriculum, Black history, not so much. And there are times where you can't even touch upon it and you want to. And even when you do, there
Hmm.
are certain people you can speak of, certain
Yeah.
people you can't. If it had anything to do with an uprising or anything to do with by any means necessary,
Right.
we can't talk about it. So with
Interesting.
that being said, we do
Wow.
have to push. We do have to push to teach our kids more
Yeah.
about their history.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to make sure we actually on our platforms do a better job of getting information out like this, and so we're going to make a concerted effort on the shows and on the website and on social media to do some highlighting of some more Black history. Now, I do think we do a pretty decent job, and I'll mention it after later in the show after we interview Shaun. Some of the things that are appearing on our social media about Black history in terms of birthdays and music related and hip hop related events. But we thought it was important, especially with our first show of the new year and of February, Black History Month, to bring some of this information to the fore. Now, speaking of bringing stuff to the fore, we actually have Mr. Shaun Martin joining us tonight. And like I said, he is a multi platinum, multi Grammy winner. And so we are very, very excited to have him with us. And before I do that, Q, anything else, man? You want to add anything else before we
Yeah,
get into the
I
meat of the
wanted to
show?
make sure that I
Yep.
pointed out to everyone that Ray and Regina did not tell me to come with a Black history fact. So don't think I'm not putting y'all on the spot.
I got an
Tell 'em.
easy one for you. You Black. Talk about yourself.
You
Talk
know
about
I'm gonna say
yourself.
something.
I thought you did. That's not my fault.
See, we get we
Yeah,
get we get a
yeah.
big time Grammy winning person on, and y'all
Oh,
start with
so,
playing me out.
so do we have time?
This is what I be
Q,
talking about.
you talk about yourself and your books.
Absolutely
Talk
not.
about all the great stuff
Don't
you're
try to
doing, because they
don't
should
try
know
to. You're not
that.
gonna fix this. You're not gonna fix it.
Sorry.
Got it. Got it. All right. All right. We'll take the L on that one, man. Next time we will make sure that we keep you all the way in the loop. But
Mhm,
you are Black history, so we just we knew you were already Black
mhm.
history, my brother. So
Oh my God.
oh my goodness. All right. Oh, we got our man Shaun with us. We're gonna bring him in right now. Shaun, what is happening, my brother?
Hey, man, I just want to
So,
say this. That was the funniest comment. That it's like, hey, man, listen, nobody told me
They
we was doing Black History. Nobody told me
Oh,
anything. And so
see how
now,
they
right,
do?
and so now you got the juggle between Martin, Malcolm, and Mega. Like you trying to figure out like which Black History thing you gonna put out there
yes,
because it's
sir.
all out there. What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all
Just leave
doing?
me out,
oh
man.
God, man, we're doing well, man. We're doing well. We're glad to have you with us. And it's no other better way to actually kick everything off is to have you on our first show of the new year
Most
and
definitely. Thank you
kick
for
it
having
off.
me.
No, we're really happy to have you, my brother. So, let's kick it off right from the beginning, man. Shaun Martin, from the DFW area in particular, and I say that because I actually am from New Jersey originally, but I'm in Dallas now for the last 13 years. And
Oh shoot, we gotta go to lunch.
oh, we will. Trust me, we shall. But
Yeah.
with that said, I was like, I always used to hear about this dude, Shaun Martin, and how he had his hands in all the different folks that were big time in the DFW area, including Kirk Franklin and Erykah Badu and everything,
Mhm.
man. So, and I know that you have some affiliation with another friend of the show, Gino Young, and I just want to, I'd love to kind of hear the origin story of how Shaun Martin got involved in the music scene here in the DFW, and then how you connected to these incredibly important folks in the music business as well. And then what are some of their inspirations that you had in getting involved in this way?
Well, first of all, thank y'all very much for having me. I really, really appreciate the fact that that you all have an originality towards original music. Like, it's really, really great that people still respect real music.
Absolutely.
And they respect real musicians. So thank you very much for that. Dallas Fort Worth, man. I was born here. Grew up in Oak Cliff, man.
Cliff.
Grew up. And as a matter of fact, like you talked about Gino Young, I literally grew up down the street and around the corner from Gino Young.
Okay.
And my piano teacher was up the hill from Gino Young. So I would literally go to piano lessons and then go to Gino's house and get Nintendo cartridges. That's really what it was,
Yeah.
But I mean, but it was just one of those things, man. We literally immersed ourselves into this culture, because of the people that came before us. People don't know the Steve Lewis's, the Bobby Sparks, the Chris Johnsons, the Stanley Glenn's.
Okay.
But those are the people that were here in Dallas. I mean, it's so many. It's so many. Who basically paved the way for us to watch, listen, and learn. Right.
Yeah.
So it really was. It was that kind of thing. Of course, with Kirk, same thing. Kirk, we was all at church together.
All right.
Kirk, was all at church. And then
now,
Erykah,
which church?
Oh, just different ones.
All over. Okay.
Because back in the day, most folks they're not gonna know about this, but back in the day, you used to have what was called midnight musicals.
Okay.
And so at the midnight musical, you meet everybody. You met a Kirk Franklin, you met a Carnell Morel, Kim Burrell, the Andrews brothers.
Okay.
Milton Bigham, who's from Georgia, but he would come down here and and check out, which is where Kirk Franklin recorded Joy with Georgia Mass.
Okay.
That ended up being used on The Preacher's Wife because Milton would come down here to Texas, and hang out. So I mean, it's just a big circle.
Yeah.
And then Erykah's hometown. I mean, she's big sis. Erykah's big sis.
Yeah. Well, that's excellent, man. That's excellent. Now, you have a particular instrument that you use. How did you get involved in the keyboards in particular? What was the inspiration on the keyboards?
Just watching all of my big brothers. Watching, especially like when I was a kid and watching like Stanley Glenn or watching Bobby Sparks, and then I ended up getting to because a lot of times the people see me playing with Snarky Puppy, they'll see me playing a talk box, and one time I asked Roger Trout and Regina, I said, hey, how do I learn how to do that? He said, you ain't got to learn how to do that. Just pay me and put your name on it, and we'll call it. Pay me and put your name on it.
I love it.
Roger Travis. I saw them on the USO tour. They came to Germany. Actually, it's my first time seeing professional musicians. Actually, I was so doggone excited.
Oh yeah, hey, I miss that brother so much because he was the absolute coolest. Because back in the day we was in guys properties back there. But a lot of times we'd be on secular concerts all together, like at festivals. He'd be like, "Hey man, y'all want to go back there and get a beer?" I'm like, Roger, we 18, we can't go get a beer. And then after we popped the beer, we was going to do our thing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why couldn't you get the beer?
Yeah. We learn real fast. We
Get the
finna
beer.
we finna get these beers.
Get that
And they
doggone
free.
beer.
Yeah, and they free. You know, but we had some good times, and we all learned a lot. We all learned, like, you know, a lot from all of those nuggets. They were all nuggets.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, watching the Kirk Franklin, you know, because remember, I've been knowing Kirk Franklin since he was like, you know, 20-something years old.
Wow. He still looks 20-something. Ain't he 20-something now?
That's because he don't eat no cauliflower and broccoli.
Wow. Is that really?
No,
Is he a vegetarian then? He looks like a kid.
He's a vegan, probably.
He's not a vegetarian. He's not a vegan. He has the kind of discipline that it's almost nerve-wracking, but he'll eat great Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday he's going to Uncle Julio's, or he's going to get him a hamburger, or you know, and then after that he's back on a treadmill.
That's why he's successful. That's why he's successful.
I could attest to Uncle Julio's. If you gonna go off, if you gonna go somewhere, go to Uncle Julio's.
So Q, we going to Uncle Julio's in May. Me and Q, we're going to Uncle Julio's.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to any type of food.
Listen, Uncle Julio's is where you want to go. And I need Uncle Julio's to understand that we talk about y'all right now, and so we need y'all to go ahead and put some things into this thing right here. Because what we doing.
There you go.
Do I dare ask? Black owned?
Oh, I got plenty of them. There's what's my man right here on the corner? You know what, Regina?
Island Spot.
Right
now.
Island Spot for sure.
Island Spot.
It's in Oak Cliff, Jamaican food.
Yep.
You will love it.
Yep.
You will love it.
I'm surprised. You know, Regina, I'm surprised. Last time you were here, I didn't take you.
And I'm sure I was asking for some oxtail, and I don't know why you didn't take me.
And then the brother, the owner, Richard Thomas, is a good friend, man. He's good people. Good people.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Richard. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we need to get a shout out. Hey, we have a shout out right here.
Island Spot in Oak Cliff, and then if you want to get your healthy thing on, you can go right here to Manna Juice Bar. It's like right up the street, but it's owned by this super dope brother and sister, and they got it's black owned. It's great. It's great. All the juices. You know, juice is very expensive, but that's only because somebody got to pay to clean that thing out after they make all the juices.
That's right. That's true.
Right?
That's true. And I'm gonna get a little crazy though. Another spot that we're gonna have to take you, but we're gonna have to work out after this. Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh yeah, we go to Lolo's.
Gotta go.
Yeah. But we're gonna build But we're gonna hey Ray, tell him we're gonna build a treadmill for a good hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, no doubt.
Just to burn off a chicken leg and a breast. We're gonna build a treadmill for a good hour and 45 minutes.
And the pieces you get there.
Hey, Q, you down with waffles and chicken and waffles?
Do you know I've never had chicken and waffles?
Neither have I. I grew up in North Carolina, and I'm like, it's not a Southern thing. It's
How y'all gonna talk about Black History Month and you ain't ever had chicken and waffles?
Y'all just created that like 10 years ago.
Let me explain it to you, Regina. I gotta explain this now. I
really do want to know.
Let me explain it. All right. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I grew up in Patterson, New Jersey, right? Very urban area, but my parents grew up in North Carolina. My father in Durham, and my mom in a place called Warrenton, North Carolina.
Warrenton. I know where Warrenton is.
Oh,
you do not know where Warrenton is.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know.
Wait,
I know
North
about
Carolina
Warrenton.
or Virginia? Because there's a Warrenton, Virginia.
No, Warrenton, North Carolina.
You know my hometown. No, you don't.
Go ahead.
The reason that's a little strange because it's only 5,000 people.
And that's where I grew up. That's my home.
Really? 2 stoplights and you're gone.
Yup.
We got to talk after the show. I don't know what you do. Private tobacco. What were you doing? Private tobacco back in the day?
I can't remember. Hey, Ray, I can't remember what her name was. But nonetheless, I was there.
Good for you.
We undoubtedly know who it was, so you don't want to say it.
It was probably one of our cousins. It was a cousin.
But the reason I mentioned that
chicken and waffles
because I feel like I got some Southern credentials. even though I grew up in the city in New
Mhm.
Jersey. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we didn't grow up with chicken and waffles, and I realized, Regina, that is more of a deep South thing than
Is that what it is?
It's actually more of a West. It's actually more of a West Coast thing.
But it's also
Ah.
well. Let me tell you, it's because the people from Alabama went out to L.A. That's what it is. It started out in Alabama, and then all those folks are out in L.A. And then it became a really big, And
true. That's true. Roscoe's.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Those people are all from Alabama, man. So,
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
So,
Those are true words.
So we're kicking some more Black history for y'all now.
Yeah.
It's February. What we talking about?
That's right.
What we talking about?
Right. Yep. Absolutely. Now, with that, I don't want to get too far in this without folks being able to hear your music, my brother. So I want to make sure that we hit on All in a Daze. It's a great song, and I'm gonna let you tell us a little bit more about it after we play it. So give me 1 second here, my people, and I am going to play All in a Daze. Work.
Understood in any way, but since you're watching me, there's something you should know.
There we go. There we go.
All right. In the studio, man. 4 o'clock in the morning. Gotta get it. So this song right here goes out to everybody that's on their hustle, trying to chase their dream. We do this because we're true to this. Gino Young. Don't wanna be misunderstood in any way, but since you're watching me, there's something you should know. Always moving, not stopping, long as hands are up and rocking. So please sit back and just enjoy the show. It's what we do. Fly catching, money stretching, show stopping, crowd keeps rocking. Record spinning to beginning. Seems like I'm crazy, but say what you want, I gotta do this every day. Chasing dreams ain't never been no 9 to 5. I'm gonna keep rolling till the wheels fall off. It's the only thing that makes me feel alive. And I'ma be alright because fly catching, money stretching.
All in a Daze.
Show stopping, crowd keeps rocking. Record spinning to beginning. Seems like I'm crazy, but I'll play a little bit out of Steve before I set it up.
And I forgot how hard this goes. Wait a minute. I don't know how this goes.
Like catching, money stretching. Show stopping, crowd keeps rocking. Record spinning to beginning. Seems like I'm crazy, but it's like catching, money stretching. Show stopping, crowd keeps rocking. Record can't take it.
Oh man.
Man, I forgot how hard this goes. Oh my God.
Yeah, Texas, baby.
Oh my God. Man, I forgot how hard this song goes. Man,
Right?
so
You're-
okay, so I'm finna give y'all three scenarios of this song, of this one song. So of course I grew up with Gino Young. I also grew up with RC Williams has been one of my best friends for the last 40 years. RC from RC and the Grits. He was Erykah Badu's music director for like forever. You know, we played the same churches together. Like we literally grew up together, like across the creek from each other. You know, like, and we've been best friends forever. And so this song actually started out. I actually wrote like all the melody stuff in Germany.
Wow.
It was. I'll never forget it. There's some zoo that's like across the street from a hotel, and so I was sitting there, and so all my friends are Snarky Puppy. They were like, "Y'all want to go to the zoo?" And I was like, "No." Like, no. As a matter of fact, I do not. You know. And so then for some strange reason, I just started tracking out this whole idea, and that's how all of that came. That's how that all came about. And so after I had like these melodies on keys and I was like, man, who do I hear? I was like, somebody's got to sing on this, and it was Gino Young. It took Gino 35 minutes to literally to like write the whole tune, and then we took like another hour and a half for him to record like all the vocals. It was just that fast.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I got Gino in here. It's like, but I don't want to keep. My 7 Summits, my first record. I was like, I want to play all the solos, so I called RC. RC, came to the studio. He played the solo in about 30 minutes. I don't know if I can say this on it, but he played the solo in 30 minutes. We poured a couple of drinks and we was done. It was like that was it. That was it. You know, but the thing about it is because I'm always creating music, so sometimes you forget to listen to what you've done.
Right.
And I was like, man, like that's a really cool tone.
So that was my question. So you said that was. I think you just answered my question because as I was watching you, like when you hear it from, it was almost as if you were hearing it from the outside of the artist's perspective, as if you didn't do it, as if you didn't do that music. You like,
yeah. So, sometimes you hear music as an artist. Sometimes you hear music as a producer because I'm a producer. So and then sometimes you hear it as a consumer, and you be like, I did that. I don't want to cuss, but if I had to cuss, I'd say I did that.
That's right.
I did. Like it was like, Hey, like that came from me.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's a really good feeling because good music is timeless.
Yeah, and I just want to say, I'd be remiss if I didn't. We had the opportunity to hear that song live on November 13th at the African American Museum. We had a listening party and showcase headlined by my man Gino. Yes,
That's
we
right.
did.
That's
Yes, we
right.
did.
Yeah,
And
right.
Gino killed it, man. He killed it. And
That's right. That's
so
right.
I'm looking forward. Actually, we're gonna have the video from that out shortly, and make sure that you get to see that, man, because he did a great job.
He always does.
Yeah.
He always. I learned how to be a performer from Gino. I did.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how I learned. Gino's he's always entertaining. He's always engaging. Between him and Kirk Franklin and Erykah. Erykah's
She's a
ultimate
beast.
performer. See, Erykah Badu is the ultimate performer. I don't care.
Yeah.
You can have Beyonce with lights and smoke and all kinds of stuff. Erykah Badu was standing there with a microphone and kill everybody.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And Kirk Franklin was standing there with a microphone and he can't sing and play the piano, but he writes great songs and still kill everybody. It's true.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
true.
So when you play, like I listened to, I think it was Yellow Jackets that I told you about. So usually, do you play with the same musicians usually when you're doing like your stuff? Do you have your bag of
it kind
go-to
of
people?
depends. Yeah. I kind of have a bag of people that I kind of go to and be like, hey, can you do this, that, and third? Because I'm listen, I ain't no millionaire, so I can't retain nobody. I can't, it's like, hey, if you can do it, you can do it. And if push come to shove, I just do it myself.
Right. I feel you.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you really want to work with?
Ooh, yes. There are two people that I think that are really talented, but they're very underrated. One is an MC, one is a rapper,
Okay.
and the other one is a singer. I think that Big Sean is one of the most underrated rappers of our culture.
Oh yeah.
And the other person that I would love to work with, and I'm gonna put this out there in the atmosphere because I have to work with this dude. I'm his biggest fan. I'm Big Sean's biggest fan too. But I have to work with Ty Dolla $ign. I don't know. I might be 80 years old on crutches, but God will know that He fulfilled my dream if I work with Ty Dolla $ign, because he has this soulful 90s Jodeci harmony thing that is heart-wrenching. Like it's like I've never heard any as a producer, and that's what I do. I produce music, I produce vocals, but he has this thing, and it is like so beautiful. Like I can't really put other words to it. It's just beautiful,
Wow.
And Big Sean reminds me of, he's a storyteller like Biggie.
I was gonna say, man, he does remind me of Biggie in many ways, and his flow is just so infectious as
It's
well.
so infectious, man.
It's just, I give you props on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course, there are others, especially like from here. Jasmine Horn, I think is a phenomenal vocalist. One of the phenomenal vocalists of our time. It's so many, but those two.
Okay. All right.
If they call me tomorrow and be like, "Hey, man, I need you to leave your wife." No, I'm not gonna leave my wife. House or never. I'll meet you wherever you want me to meet you at. It's going down.
Oh man, that's funny.
I love their artistry. So
Yeah. Now you mentioned something a little bit before the show. You got a 3-year-old son, man, and love to hear. So tell us a little bit about parenthood, man.
Oh, you can't hear him?
I can't. We cannot hear him.
So. But maybe because they got the door closed. But he's definitely down there raising all kinds of HELF. But no, it's fatherhood is great, man. Parenthood is great. It's amazing watching humans grow.
Yeah.
You know, and the funny part about it is there are 2 songs that he loves like beyond compare. One I produced, one I didn't produce. So he loves Kirk Franklin's Love Theory. He loves it. He calls it Love Berry. It's Love Berry. And then
Love Berry?
Love Berry.
Yeah.
I want to hear Love Berry.
As long as he doesn't say library when
Yeah, he can say
I'm sorry.
He can say library. I'll take him right to the library if he wants. That's what he wants to do.
Library.
You know, library. Okay,
Library.
cool. That's what
Yeah,
you want
let's
to do. Because we do read together. We do. And then his other song is Astronauts in the Ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep? And they put one on Kids Bop. I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning.
Oh, that's cool.
But his name is Harlem, and y'all were talking earlier about teaching your kids, you know, Black history and all that kind of stuff. And one of the reasons why I named him Harlem, my actual first name is Harold, and my dad's first name is Harold. Okay. You know, but I'm not a junior. We have different middle names. Okay. You know, but I was like, I don't really want to name him Harold because that's a little old at this point, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna figure out something. So I named him Harlem. But the cool thing about that is that I started surrounding him with all of these things about the Harlem Renaissance. It's like, if you're gonna be named Harlem and you're gonna be tied to the Harlem Renaissance, every time you touch something, it needs to be rebirthed.
Oh wow.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You know, every time you walk into a room, you rebirth the room. Every time. And the funny part about it, right? I kid y'all not, Regina, when he walks into a room, it's like somebody cuts on a light, and he's just like, bah! That's why I was like, I'm surprised y'all can't hear him because he's down there like, you know.
Does he have that natural aura? Does he have that natural?
Yes. And the thing about it is that I have to fight tooth and nail to make sure the doctors know it ain't ADHD.
Oh my God!
It ain't EDD. It's just him. It's just him being a human being in this world. And if he wants to create his own light, let that man create his own light.
Yes,
all it is. You know,
there's such a thin line. There's such a thin line with that. Some people need it. I'm going to be honest with you. I take it.
Yeah.
If I don't take it, my mind is like, oh, what you say? I don't know. It's all over. Look at that cloud. It's all over the place. Sure. I'm like that. But and I don't want to take it because with that being said, when you take children, he talks too much. Oh my God, he clowns around too much. And I'm a teacher and I can't stand it. However, that's probably my comedian and that's probably my musician or my artist in the future just has so much.
And so a lot of times what I've learned, especially like dealing with educators, a lot of times what happens is people can't foster it. And so when they can't foster it, it goes out of control.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, hey man, you know, if he like, you know, when he wants to sit down and write the letter K in different colors, write the letter K in different colors. But now let me understand why you're writing this letter K in different color. Like let me understand why you want to jump because I promise you I ain't got but one job. Just keep them alive. If I keep them alive, I'm fine. You know,
that's sad.
But I mean, it's true.
For Black people, we have to say that, and that's sad.
Hold on.
You know, we have to worry about that.
I say that seriously, and I say that jokingly. Let me tell you why I say that seriously, because I never want him to fall into the hands of the police. That's the first thing. That's the serious part. The jokingly part is I don't want him jumping from the top of the stairs all the way to the bottom because he feels like he can. Because
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, because he the first. He's like, Daddy, watch this. No, I don't want to watch anything. like, bro, I don't want to watch it. Cigna doesn't want to watch it. No. Nobody wants to watch it. No, don't do it. You know. But even when you look at my man that was killed in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? When you look at that, or you look at the kid that was shot in the head from a road rage incident, you know what I'm saying? You know, at 9 years old in Houston, what was that, yesterday? Like, you pray that your kids don't have to ever go through that kind of stuff.
Houston?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
Maybe we should talk about this after the show. I don't know what happened in Houston.
Listen. it's all relevant because art imitates life, right? And life imitates art. So at the end of the day, it's all relevant. So there's a reason why you got a Marvin Gaye saying, brother, there's far too many of you crying, mother. Like there's a reason because it all comes together.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes together, and nothing, and you can talk about the Bob Dylans, you can talk about but ain't nobody putting no more real stuff than African American musicians.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Find one. That boy Sam Cooke say it's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die because I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always believe that soul music is the flip side of oppression.
It is. It is. Soul music
is
how we got out of oppression.
Yeah.
Soul music is how we got. You're right. I understand.
Yeah.
You're
It
right.
is. It is
the flip side of oppression, man. It's the art and the beauty that you make out of the pain and the suffering that you have had to go through.
And the music.
And we did it with music. We did it with food. We done it with everything.
Quilts.
Listen,
there.
It's a reason why somebody grandma making a quilt right now. It's a reason why somebody's auntie makes some chitlins right now because it's all they have.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's true.
That's right. But now everybody wants to eat them too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants to hear the music. And that's the thing.
Yes,
I got to mention hip hop as well because I always go on this. If you remember, and a lot of people don't remember because they're too young. But in the early '80s, they tried to take the music out of all the schools, and they did that. And they did a lot of that
90s and 2000s.
In the late '70s and the early '80s, and then it fostered hip hop because we don't have any more instruments or people teaching us about music. We'll make music our own. We'll talk over old songs, and we'll create a whole new art form accordingly. And so I mean that's what we've done. That's what we've done.
We've been doing that. We've been doing that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you look at things, when you look at things historically, a lot of the music that was birthed out of, like the slave days, a lot of that music was birthed because number one, there was a double entendre.
Yeah.
Right. So that was a way to send messages. Hey, listen, somebody coming later on. We gonna roll out.
Go down, Moses.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna leave them here. We gonna roll out.
Yeah.
If you coming, come on. If you ain't, then you stay. Here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times it was just kind of like how people kept in line with things, how they kept their family lineages. Man, it's a thing.
Deep stuff.
I can talk about this stuff all day. So
I
don't know how long this live stream is, but I can talk about this all day.
Yeah, so I want to make sure we don't miss out on your music, man, because it is so dope. So we're gonna hit everyone with Afro Blue next, and then again, I want you to tell us a little bit about that as well. So here we go with Afro Blue.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
Oops. Not on mute.
Shoot,
Dang. Oh my Oh my God. Okay, the drums.
Yeah. Yeah.
The timing. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was amazing. You know, at the beginning, you know, I'm listening to you, and then I'm like, dang on, that's a good bass line. And
Yeah.
the drums. So
Yeah.
you want to give a shout out to you?
Yeah. Definitely shouting out Mike Mitchell. That's who plays drums. He goes by the moniker of Black Dynamite, but there's a reason why I call him Black Dynamite.
Because he blow it up.
He blowing everything up. And then
Yeah.
my boy Matt Ramsey, young bass player. I don't think he's even 20. I think he's like 23, 24 years old. Like he's super young. But so this record, my 3-year album, which is my latest record, I wanted to do a trio record that was explosive. The record before this one was kind of like chill jazz, yada yada yada. You know, and then I started playing with Mike and Matt, and it was really like in your face. It was like in your face, like explosive. So I was like, we should do a record that's in your face and explosive. Because what happens is when you do stuff like that, then when you tour it, you know, people leave with an experience and not just a record.
Yeah.
So when they get the record, they'll equate it back to that. And that's how records used to be back in the day.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, if you went to go see Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, then you know what you're, you know, and then you go home and you listen to the record where you're thinking about what you just saw. You know, and for us in this generation, you know, we're able to do that with YouTube if you do a live record on YouTube, right? You know, so you know, they know that's all it really is. And I want to do this song. This song is it's called Afro Blue. It's actually it's been played 1,000 times.
Many times. Yeah, Robert Glasper has a
Rob did it. Yeah, you know.
But I love this, man, because I love the kind of the hip hop tinge to it as well. You guys got to it. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
You know, the original writer of this song is Cuban, but he's of African descent.
I'm not surprised, man. Cuban jazz is the dopest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mongo Santa Maria. Yeah, he's a Cuban percussion player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's definitely a vibe. So so that that was one of the things that I kind of strive for this record. Well, for that record, I can't say this record because I'm actually working on another record right now.
Okay.
And it's all over the place.
It's okay.
It's all over the place.
All right.
Musically, what do you mean? Musically, it's all
different genres.
I'll figure it out.
Cool.
It's all over the place. It's jazz.
We got to connect. We got to connect because we got some folks that we want you to hear as well. That
we're gonna have to talk about the new stuff.
Yeah, I'm with it. Hey,
we're gonna have to hear that too.
Y'all can call me anytime. I ain't lying. I'm here.
I got you.
But Q and I can't join you for lunch, right, Q? We don't get the lunch or what have you.
Just come fly on in.
Ray,
fly on in.
Ray, they hating.
I know,
they hating, bro.
Well, Shaun, I gotta ask you, who's winning the Super Bowl?
Well, since my Cowboys are out, in which we all knew that they would be out. We out. Everybody from Dallas, we knew it was like, it ain't going to happen. I don't know what kind of bad look. Jeremy Jones, he
pissed somebody off. He pissed
somebody off. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Jesus, Jesus. He pissed somebody off. I'm like, man. But I honestly think that because it's Dallas, because this person's from Dallas, I really hope that Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams win.
That's right.
And I actually
he's Highland Park. Yeah.
He's Highland Park, and Von Miller is DeSoto, and my parents still live in DeSoto to this day.
That's right. I ran into Von Miller on a flight one time, man. He was coming back. He was heading into Dallas.
Yep. His parents still live here. Yeah.
I mean, I like the underdog, but I have a cousin on the Rams, so I have to go for the Rams.
But hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, Q. I ain't gonna lie. Joe Burrow,
he's tough,
dude. What's up?
His offensive line is gonna give him problems.
That's the problem.
Because he's not gonna be able to stop an Aaron Donald, and a Von Miller.
And then they got a couple of cats outside of those two as well.
They got a couple.
Yeah.
A couple. Yeah, they got plenty.
Yeah.
So
and there's the segue. Shout out to my cousin Raheem, who is the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Oh, Raheem Morris. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that is my cousin.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right. I did not know that. I did not know. You mentioned that a while ago, but you may have. I probably forgot about it. But that's great, man.
Yeah,
he's a good brother. Now he needs to be having another head coaching job.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes in the NFL.
That's yet another topic.
Yeah, man. We could be talking about that for 3 hours.
Because he deserves he deserves a chance, no doubt about it. But with that said, man, thank you so much, Shaun. Man, we really appreciate you joining us, my brother.
Regina. Thank y'all very much for having me.
Thank you, bro.
You kicked it off so well, man, and we appreciate you. And we will be in touch. Trust me.
Yes, absolutely. Right? Anytime. Anytime.
Tell everybody how they can get your music and where they can find you on socials and other places, man.
Oh, shucks. You can go to Bandcamp.com. Look up the Shaun Martin, ShaunMartin. You can go to Spotify, ShaunMartin, Tidal, Apple Music. On my socials, I take away the A because I use a moniker that my uncle gave me a long time ago. So it's just ShaunWun on Twitter, on Instagram. But everything else is Shaun Martin, ShaunMartin.com, ShaunMartinMusic.com. I'm sorry. Okay. It's all there.
Nice. Nice.
So I appreciate y'all. This is a fun time.
You've been a
Yeah,
joy.
man.
Yes, I've had a blast with you
Absolutely.
guys.
Absolutely, yeah. Well,
Thank
she
y'all.
comes out to visit her cousin out this way every now and again, so we'll have
I'm
to
mad
holler.
at you. I'm not
We'll
thinking
holler
about
at you.
him.
You
I
better
ain't thinking
come.
about him.
You better
Or
come out here
cute.
to hang out with
Or
us.
cute. Yeah, give me some new friends and family because I ain't thinking about them.
You better come out.
Whoa.
You better come out. You better come out. Hey, I'm telling you something. Hey, Q, Regina, I'm telling you something. If my wife makes a pot roast,
Uh-oh.
you want to be here for that. You want to be here for my wife's pot roast.
Okay.
I promise.
We're
All
there.
right.
I'm
We're there.
telling you. If
All
she
right.
makes
Ray wasn't invited, but we're there.
but he lives here. He can just come down the street.
Nah,
It'd be
we're
all
gonna
right.
come down. We coming over Sunday. Shit.
You ain't lying. Hey,
Sunday pot
that's right.
roast.
Yes, that's right. I'll be here on the grill with my wings. Watch the
Yes.
Super Bowl.
Yes.
Hey, listen,
Y'all
and
can
we,
still afford wings there?
huh?
Y'all can still afford wings?
I bought my wings 3 weeks ago. I ain't
Yeah.
fooling with y'all. Listen, I got mine before they said, "Oh, it's a wing shortage." No, it ain't. Not in
Yep.
my house.
No, you got your wings.
I got mine. I got mine a long time ago. Listen, hold on. And what today? It's 8:59. Listen, I'm about to start marinating
Go
mine
base them.
tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to see those. Wait, we didn't see those Grammys either, though. Wait a minute. Did you put
Oh,
the Grammys?
there's one right there.
Right.
Mhm.
Make
There's
sure
one
you
right
look,
there.
everyone.
I
Yes.
see it. I see it.
Nice.
Yeah, there's one right there. It's the one that I normally have downstairs, and I'll give y'all a fun fact. A lot of times when my friends come to hang out with me, because I have one here that's open, and then I have another one that's in the box. Then the only reason why I haven't opened it is because I actually won it the day that Kobe Bryant died. So I'm keeping it in the box forever.
Wow.
But it was as long as I can. I'm keeping it in the box forever. That was January 26th, 2020. But this one right here, if my friends come over, you come to my house, you taking a tequila shot out of that Grammy.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it's going down. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. My friend Sheree said, "You do this." My friend Sheree said, "You do this for real?" I said, "Yes, I do." And I poured it up, and it's the greatest thing.
Oh, well, we're gonna do that too, Q.
That's
Ray,
great.
you can get cool. Ray has to have Kool-Aid. He doesn't drink alcohol, but Q didn't drink. No, Q doesn't drink
I
either.
don't, but in that type of an opportunity, I would.
Absolutely.
Their shot.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Q.
I love it.
How many
I love
times
it.
can you say, you
I
know
love
what?
it.
I took a shot of tequila out of a Grammy.
Exactly.
Yes.
We might have to make that one exception.
I would do. Yes.
Yep. No doubt. No
Thank
doubt.
So
y'all
fabulous.
very much for
No,
having
thank
me.
you,
I
man.
appreciate
You,
it.
my brother. Like
Thank
I said,
you,
we'll
bro.
be in touch. Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Holla at me.
I will do.
All right, man.
All right.
Oh, he's so fabulous. Have
Man.
fun.
That was fam right there. No
Have
doubt. No
fun.
doubt. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Q, we
Yeah,
going?
good
You
stuff.
going to Texas?
I would do that. I would definitely. I mean, I'd probably get drunk because I don't drink at
I got
all.
your. I got your back. Well, if your wife comes, I got both your backs.
I'm
I got
300
a
pounds.
designated driver. Or was she?
I'm
Can she be
300
the-
pounds. So if
Okay,
I'm
you
drunk,
could be the designated driver.
it could be a problem.
Oh, okay. I am so there. I'm so looking forward to going to Texas in May. Right? Shall we?
May 7th.
Yes.
May 7th.
Right.
We're gonna have
Right.
volume 2 of Neo Soul Cypher listening show, listening party. And we're just really excited about it. And it's gonna be at the African American Museum again. So you'll be hearing and seeing a lot more about it. And we're gonna have a great roster of artists. We had some great folks last time, and trust me, we're gonna have some great folks this time as well. All right.
Yeah.
So we thank you for all joining us tonight, everybody. We appreciate you guys. And like I said, we got another show coming up next week. It's gonna be really dope as well. And
Who's winning the Super Bowl, Ray?
Look out for it. The Rams will win, and they're gonna win by 11 points.
11 points. You heard him.
Did you guys bet on that?
No.
I know, right? No, I don't bet on it.
You
I can't,
can't?
man. I can't.
Nah, I didn't bet.
Yeah.
So next week we have Jarvis Jacob.
Yeah, we got Jarvis Shake-Up. So that should be really dope as well. So, all right, my peoples, thank you guys. Appreciate you. And until next week, we'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.